in the issue of Nnamdi KANU and the government of Nigeria, as it is that Nnamdi KANU and the former minister warns Buhari against leniency in treating cases of treason or treasonable felony. General Ibrahim Bafa Malgui, a former minister of information and culture, spoke about the challenges being faced by this country. He drew the attention of President Muhammadu Buhari against treating cases of so-called treasonable felony with leniency, that they need iron, and that is what it is. I would say I've cited this earlier before now. This is just to buttress the point which we have laid in Independent TV7 concerning the Nnamdi KANU abduction all the way from Kenya. The record has it that Mazi Nnamdi KANU, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been in detention of the Department of State Services and Security Services after he was arrested on July 28, 2021. Ever since he was arrested, Southeast elders have been pleading for his unconditional release. On the 19th of November 2021, a delegation of Igbo leaders met with President Muhammadu Buhari at the Aso Villa. The delegation, which was led by Chief Amechi Mbazilike, former Minister of Aviation, also requested from the President to release the embattled leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Chief Amechi assured that releasing KANU would bring an end to the recent unrest faced in the southeast. This move by Igbo leaders did not sit well with General Ibrahim Bafa. He said Nnamdi KANU is an example, is not very current. That is what the leaders are asking, that he should be released without trial, and subverting the constitutional provisions of the rule of the judiciary, as suppose said to the executive. I would say these people are really indicting themselves. When it comes to the issue of the Southerners, they know that there is a constitution that guides some aspects of the constitution, or let me say our day-to-day activity. There are some constitutional guide the system when it comes to the southern region, especially facing the Igbos and squarely and telling them they are just a dove in the corner, which is not supposed to be. Well, as it is, in a nutshell, I would say this move by Igbo leaders did not sit well with General Ibrahim Bafa. He has been saying it, and he said Nnamdi KANU is an example, or maybe it's a scapegoat. Is it not very current that the leaders are asking that he should be released without trial, and subverting the constitutional provisions of the role of judiciary as supposed to the executive. The reason why I'm even laughing is just because when Nnamdi KANU was kidnapped all the way from Kenya, and there was no constitution, there was no rule of law that says you as an entity, Nnamdi KANU as a person do not have the Nigerian passport, international passport. Rather, he was holding the British passport, and he was being kidnapped. And Malami was the first person to come out to announce to the public that Nnamdi KANU has been arrested. And meanwhile, Nnamdi KANU was not even arrested, or let me say there was no regard at his peak, and saying Nnamdi KANU has been released or have been arrested in Kenya. That alone is a breach of violation of human rights. Well, let's hear what people have to say, and they are so very curious to know what's really going on and trending concerning Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi KANU's case. But the terrorists and bandits can be pampered and treated with leniency. This is the question this person is asking, that the bandits, Boko Haram, haven't they, after repenting, yes, they would package them to give them clothes, and also make sure they are, well, that is well-being. Definitely, nobody has said so, or always running your fact and figures out. That is somebody, antagonizing what this person has just said. But notwithstanding, it has been said that the Igbo are being marginalized, and it's so very obvious that the President Muhammadu Buhari administration is bent on silencing anybody speaking the truth, or saying things or ill about the government. Yes, the power of incumbency is very much alive, and that is why they are acting on impunity. The Nigeria has nothing to offer as it is as at now, because we do not have any deficit, we do not have a reserve. Yeah, well, the only reserve we have is just 2% of our economy, and that will not serve anything. Well, if your father that is a terrorist, okay, I don't really know what this person is saying, but the same Batawal, Batawal or whatever, will readily advise Buhari to reintroduce so-called repentant murderers like Boko Haram back to the society, and rewarded with jobs and compensation for killing children, instead of them to be arrested and put behind bars, or rather let court lay verdicts. They will drop their weapon, reintegrate them immediately into the society or into the military or force. And this is like uh, using palm oil to rub your body, and you are waiting to be snared. And meanwhile, this is what is really happening and going on in Nigeria as it is. Well, this is a country, an empty country for that matter. Buhari don't know what is treasonable or batawala. Do not know what is treasonable, though not only in most of the north don't know that call for freedom is never call for war. Yes, but whatever you choose will come to you definitely. That is why I said maybe they do not know what treasonable felony simply means. Definitely, saying the truth, preaching against bad governance is different from just trying to blackmail or bring anybody down. You understand? So it has not been said that some people are, these are the people that know about Igbo, these are the people that will support Biafra. You understand? Is a voluntary association which is embedded in the constitution. Says you have a freedom to association, freedom to movement and all that, but it has a restriction. If you are sending messages and you have not trampled upon anybody's privacy, yes, you are good to go. Or yes, so if you are not disturbing the peace of the nation, but what President Muhammadu Buhari and this man told Nigerians is that Sunday Igboho, stockpile arms, and that is what it is. That he wants to keep selling arms without a license. I don't know where you got that report from, but definitely would see to the matter. The former Minister of Information, General Ibrahim Sir, you are a Taliban fighter. How about Igboho, bandits of Gumi and others, Boko Haram, ISWAP, X-Men, and then the northern region, hope they are for peace, old man. Former minister, thanks for the information. Yes, this person has really hit the nail on the head by saying the former minister is just a Taliban. I don't know the antecedent, I don't know how they operate. The is Nnamdi KANU, who is just a prisoner of conscience, more deadless than Gumi, a well-known terrorist, or rather an advocate for bandits. Nnamdi KANU is as bad as northern leaders assumed, why is Nigeria court afraid of trying him in the court and make his trial open to the whole world? Yes, that is the bone of contention, and that is why Nnamdi KANU's international lawyer said that the judiciary has compromised, the judiciary system of Nigeria has compromised, and that is why things are really going down the drain and deteriorated to that level. Well, this is why I'm going to draw the coffin. I would like you to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.